how the E-Myth book changed my life. This is an episode I've been looking forward to recording. My business life was changed by a book called The E-Myth. In fact, more accurately, it's called The E-Myth Revisited. Just Google that title, you'll find examples of it. If you're in business and you haven't heard of it, you should have. Simple as that. When I started working on the internet, having been in business for many years, it was one of the top of everyone's list of books you must read. It's by a gentleman called Michael Gerber. It was originally written, years ago. I don't know, actually, whether it's 70s or 80s, but he started as a business consultant way back then in the 70s, I think, and has consulted for tens of thousands of businesses and has the E-Myth Corporation, E-Myth worldwide. And now, how this affected me was I got the book, I read it. The way Michael explains, is he puts himself talking to a lady who bakes cakes in her shop and is struggling with, like the rest of us. And so he makes it real because he answers her questions, he explains how things could be different and gives examples. Best way to do it, rather than just telling some boring business management explanation. But how this affected me was I started reading, I got a bit stuck, I was busy. I went off on holiday and I picked the book up again, got back into it, and I came across a little diagram that showed me an organisational chart. Now, what this kind of clicked in my brain, and it resonated with me, because what happened was on this chart, he explained that instead of drawing up your organisational chart or imagining it now, you need to imagine how the business is going to grow and what it would look like when it's done. All right, so air quotes, done. So how it is when you've finished and got it ready, got it in its perfect condition. So you fill in all of those positions in an organisational chart. And it could be 50 of them. Who knows? This could take 5-10 years or more. But right now, if it's just you are responsible for every single one of those positions. And your job is to gradually replace yourself with new people to do those positions, hopefully to do them better than you. You show them how it's done, give them a system for doing it, and then check up on them occasionally, called management. And that's it. Now that resonated with me because I'd struggled with that. And that was an aha moment. There's plenty of other aha moments in the book. The basic premise of it is that you have a goal in life. You've got to find your goal, your aim of life. Sum it up in a phrase. Now, your business is one of the tools of getting towards those goals. So your business needs a goal, an aim in life. It's called a strategic objective in the E-Myth. And what you do is you write it down and you write it from the perspective of when it's done. Remember I said you set these goals this is for like your organisational chart for say 5 years. So you write a date and you write out as if you are then reading about your success, and you are recapping what you've done, where you're at. You're probably talking to your staff about how well you've done and what you've done, and you write it like that. Once you decide where you're going to go, how you're going to get there, I mean, you might be the leading brand in your niche, you might have sales of $2 million a year, something like that. But then you pick out some key metrics. So if there's money ones like 2 million, if there's intangible ones like the leading brand, you can't measure that by money, and you write these down. Then you figure out a way to measure where you are as, say like on the leading brand, where you are now, no one's ever heard of you. A couple of years, maybe some people have heard of you, 5 years' time. everyone knows you as the leading brand. And you work out a scale and you measure against that scale. These are called key strategic indicators. So it gives you something to measure. Now you figure out for all of these where you're going to be in 5 years, and then you reverse engineer where you need to be 4 years, 3 years, and then break it down into quarterly aims, and then you measure yourself along the way. To create those extra positions, you don't create job descriptions, you create position agreements. People have parameters of what they do, not some job description. They also have systems. You're going to create systems for everything, not like military precision. This is not, you must do it like that. There are ways they show you on how to create an efficient system. But then systems need to be updated every now and again. These things go out of, need reviewing, can be improved, because once you've created a system, the job is then to try and improve those systems. And that system can be for operational, for accounting, for marketing, everything. Then they have systems to help you review the systems, because trust me, you will end up with about 700 or 800 systems over a period. How are you going to review them? They don't all need reviewing. But the systems are right down to, how do you open up in the morning? How do you close? I mean, in my business at Fire Protection Online, we got tricky gates. So it needs to be written down. So if someone's never done it before, and they're the last ones out, they won't be able to shut the gate. There's a system for that. It may sound petty to you, but trust me, it makes for an efficient and happy staff. All the systems are developed by the people that use them, not by the management. Then they have ones for accounting. Then they have ones for quality control, and of course, marketing and PR. Once we started applying the eMyth system, we joined the eMyth Mastery course and got our coach, Melinda. It has been fabulous. Eventually, I even delegated the actual eMyth section to my general manager, Sue, who worked with it. And now it's part of our everyday. We have a company culture. It's fabulous. And I want to say a big thank you to Michael Gerber and to Melinda. And unsurprisingly, my recommendation for a read for this week is The eMyth Revisited by Michael Gerber. I won't recap because I just explained. It will change your life. And I think every bank, every small business association, every governmental business association should give out that book as essential reading for free to anyone who's thinking of setting up a business. It will open their eyes, teach them a whole world of things in just a simple book. Please read it, and if you've experienced something the same, let me know. Email me. I'd love to hear your story.